Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. The Rose Bowl. Utah made it again. Congrats to them. They are a 10-win team again. They beat USC and knocked them out of the playoffs. So this is a big opportunity for Utah to finish the season on a high note after a somewhat disappointing season. Not very disappointing, but they did lose to Florida. They lost to UCLA the way that they did. So they didn't accomplish anywhere near as much as they feel like they could have. They started the season in the top 10. They were number 7, by the way. So to finish with a Rose Bowl win after coming close last year against Ohio State, they really will be motivated to win this game. And speaking of motivation, Penn State on the other side, they're a really good football team. Outside of Ohio State and Michigan, nobody's beaten them. And really the only team to dominate them was Michigan. And look where Michigan's at. They're undefeated in the playoffs. Penn State did lose to Ohio State, but it was a very hard-fought game. It was closer than the scoreboard ended up being, in my opinion. I think Utah wins this game. I picked them last year. They didn't win it, but I think they win this game. Look, Utah's a very physical football team. They run the football well. They have Cam Rising who throws the ball, and he's a dual-threat guy. He did have leg problems, I think, or knee problems or whatever it was he had in the USC game. Clearly didn't affect him. I know USC's defense is not very good, and Penn State's is a whole lot better, but Rising is going to have a whole month, at least 3 to 4 weeks to recover before they actually play in that bowl game. It might be his last game. Who knows? He's been very good this year. He's a consistent quarterback. He plays really good with his arm and his legs. And I think Penn State's a good team. I think Penn State's defense is really good. It'll slow down Utah. I just think Utah's the more physical team. And you look back at why Penn State lost to Michigan, Michigan was a far more physical team. Now, I know Utah's not quite as physical as they are, but they're still a very physical team. You put Utah with anybody in the country, they have a chance to beat them. If they play Florida again, I know they would beat them. You know, that weather down in Florida is a lot different than it is in Utah, but that's besides the point. It is what it is. I think Utah wins this game. I think Utah's defense will be the difference. Penn State and Utah will be a very competitive game. I don't think one team is going to blow out the other, but I got Utah winning comfortably. I think they win 38-31, 30. I think they'll be up 2 scores near the end of the fourth quarter. Penn State will put together a touchdown drive, but it'll be too little, too late. They'll try to go for an onside kick. I think Utah recovers. Utah's offense will be too much for Penn State, and I think the difference will be the line of scrimmage. I think that's why Utah wins this game. If they play a perfect game, they should beat Penn State. Now, can Penn State win? They can, but I don't have them winning this game. Sorry. Go Utes.